Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching this video. This is Track Gabe, your boy, your friend. We've had some successful videos thus far, and I want to say thank you to everybody that's subscribed to this channel. Please continue to subscribe to this channel. The channel's Track Gabe. Also, follow me on Twitter at Track Gabe for up to the minute tweets and thoughts on the upcoming horse racing events. First race, I have no interest in. I wanted to do a brief overview of the races, of all the races. So we're not going to go horse by horse, but I'm just going to focus on a few horses. So check out how I do this. Race 2, Santa Anita, maiden claimer. We have the 2 horse Shining Armada, who's a contender, obviously. You know, the horse has some speed, but the horse is quit going 5.5. Doesn't look like it's much of a finisher. And I am going to go with the 9 horse in here, Busy Diva, who I think is coming. It was second race off a layoff. I'm expecting some improvement here. It was off slow, 3 wide in the lane. I watched the replay of the race. The horse probably could have ran a lot better. I'm expecting Dizzy Diva to win at a short price. If not, maybe the 2 could win. There's also the 7 horse Tanga's Best Girl. Watch the tote on this horse. If this horse gets a lot of action, then maybe it's a good one. But if it's up there at like 4-1 or higher, then disregard by all means. Race 3, we got Hada Lambamba. I watched the replay of this horse. This horse was flying late. I didn't love the gallop out. I don't love the slow works, but this is a $425,000 yearling into mischief bred horse. Espinosa's on it. It's Baffert. It's an obvious contender. Any repeat of that last race would win this. That's absolutely for sure. Nothing much else in the race. We got a firster with Mike Smith, who, in my opinion, is riding horribly lately. We have the 5 horse who showed some speed in its last race and stopped, which, I could expect some improvement from that one. But I think the race is the 3 horses to lose. Hadalambamba, the horse will obviously like the stretch out to 6 furlongs. And this horse went basically 59 seconds to a 104 last time. I mean, that's amazing. This horse has a turn of foot. So should probably be over bet. Should probably be 1-2, 3-5. I think it's either you bet and single or you stay out of the race. Race 4, very interesting race here. We got the 2 here and there, the 3 well measured. They're interesting horses. Of course, the 2 with Falcone, the young kid trainer, who I would ID if he tried to buy a beer from me. Kid's what, 20 years old, 19 years old is what he looks like. Anyways, a hot trainer, 50%, 5 out of 10, 8 out of 10 in the money. Anything he brings out is a contender. Rajiv's riding his butt off. So the 2 looks like a horse, but I'm going to look at another one in here. Top Brass. Let's look at Top Brass. Claimed by David Jacobson. Claimed from David Jacobson. Tim Yakteen. I'm curious, to see Pratt on this horse. Pratt is definitely one of the top 3 jockeys in the room. I mean, if Top Brass could run the race 2 back, this race will be over. Or even the race 3 back at Aqueduct, or the race 4 back. I don't know where this form is going to be on this horse, but I do see a 47 best of the day on February 3rd workout. This horse is proven on the track, proven at the distance, and a major contender at 5-1. Cozy outside post, superior jockey, class. I like Top Brass. But again, check the tote. If the source is like 9-2 or higher, then it's probably a loser. But if horse is sitting down at 7-2, 3-1, then expect it to win. Very, very, very big contender here. Um, this Air of Storm is an interesting long shot. Hungry, um, hungry apprentice, unlucky trainer Mick Ruiz. I think this horse could be in your trifecta. I don't think it'll win, but I think it could be in your trifecta in supers. Horse is working out really good and looks like it's primed to run a good race. We got the fifth race, 6.5 on the turf. This is a tough race, but I like Rocket Heat. Now, let me explain why I like Rocket Heat. This horse is a speed horse. Speed's been doing really good down the hill. Got Mark Glatt and Franco. And if you look at this race, there's not much speed. Look. A lot of these horses lay off the pace. Six, Secreto Primero is a closer. That's a major contender, by the way. I mean, if you look at this race, there's not much speed to go with the 8. I'm sure, DeSormo's a genius. He'll probably make the 9 go to the front. But if not, then we could have the 8 alone on the lead. 8-1 morning line. It's ran in the money 3 times at Santa Anita. It's ran in the money 3 times at the distance. You drop it in class. I mean, you could throw out the last race. The horse broke bad, was on the dirt. The horse obviously doesn't like the dirt like it likes the turf. And if you throw that last race out, all the other races, I mean, this horse is a major contender. With the speed alone. So Rocket Heat at 8-1. I like this horse a lot. Win bet, place bet too, but more to win. Then we got the 6th race. I think this Trapper Peak might be a cinch. Well, I hate to say cinch. I just jinxed the horse. But dropping down from 50 to 40, now to 30, that race 2 back would absolutely win this race. 66 buyer. I mean, look at this. The 7's got a 62 buyer. 46, 7. First time starters don't appear to be much in here. If the 6, I mean, if the 4 horse has a heartbeat, I think the 4 wins. Trapper Peak, major, major contender. Mick Ruiz barn is ready to roll soon. I'm going to single Trapper Peak on all tickets. Then we got the 7th race, very tough race. Insta Irma's a nice horse. If you ever seen her, she's a really beautiful, dark, beautiful woman. Beautiful, beautiful horse. Insta Irma. Check her out when you see her on the track. Madame Dancelot is the horse I think is the class, the most accomplished horse in the race. Ran second in the American Oaks, neck away in the Del Mar Oaks. I mean, this horse is a monster. Richard Baltis, Nakatani's great turf jockey. Horse probably will be a little too far off the pace, but hopefully Nakatani gives it a good ride. Saves some ground on the rail, then moves out, finds a hole. These turf races are always tough, though. The 4 with the Sormo's a contender, Madam Stripes, very consistent. If you see 13 out of 17, 7 out of 8 at Santa Anita. So that horse is there. Little Sassy Lila or Sassy Little Lila is the speed, and speed's always dangerous on the turf here at Santa Anita. And if this horse could go back to its form, 3-4 races back, the race will be over. So those are the horses I'm pretty much looking in there. 1, 2, 4, 6. I think if you box that trifecta 1, 2, 4, 6, you should probably hit it. But who knows what it'll pay. Race 8. No, thank you. I did look at this Cigar Rose's last race. Very impressive. And if you see, it ran 108-4 that day. But the race before that, they ran 108-4, optional claimers. So I don't know how great that that time was. But that's an interesting horse. Looky Lou's an obvious contender. The one, but I'm staying out of this race. You guys could have it. Race 9, one of my better bets of the day. I like this 6 horse Builder. Now look at this horse. Speed, going a route, going down to 7 furlongs. Bejarano decides to ride it. Major jockey improvement here. Chantal Sutherland is not a very good jockey. Kyle Frey is one of the worst jockeys in the building. And now Bejarano's on it, who we all know is one of the best. And then that 59-4 best of the day, it's just screaming at me. And from what I'm hearing from the clockers, that was a very impressive workout. Builder is a major contender, a horse I will be betting heavily. I love route sprinters going to 7 furlongs. Builder is a major contender tomorrow. Another horse I'm looking at in there, these two. I think these two are the other contenders. Mesa Jones, the 3, who, if it goes back to its races, 3 back and 5 back, will be very hard to beat. It's also got a really nice 47 best of the day workout. Steve Sherman's hot trainer. And then we got the DeSormo horse, the 4, who that race 2 back is very impressive. It beat a field of 11, was 4 and 5 wide the whole way. Was very impressive. If you watch the replay of that race, it was visually impressive. I think this race is between 3, 4, and 6. I would not be surprised if these 3 horses were 5 lengths in front of the rest of the field. But I do like the 6 the most. Race 10, I have no interest in. What I do have interest in is you following me on Twitter at Track Gabe and you subscribing to my channel here on YouTube. Please, if you watch this video, subscribe. That would really be nice. If you want these videos to continue, mention something in the comment section as well. And if you ever want me to handicap a race for you or something, just leave me a message on Twitter, or you could email me at uh, gthenv at Yahoo. That's GTHENV at Yahoo. I'll be more than happy to look at a race with you. All right? Keep horse racing alive, and I love you. Take care.